Our story starts in the Ottawa-Piscot Reserve in Northern Ontario, where in August 2010, a woman by the name of Theresa Spence is elected chief. She becomes chief during a turbulent time for the reserve. There is a critical lack of housing, and on top of that, a year later, a state of emergency is declared, following a total failure of the community's water and sewage system, resulting in a number of the already few houses being flooded with sewage. This state of emergency drew media attention, and more importantly, attention from members of Parliament, with Member of Parliament Charlie Angus saying, "If something doesn't happen soon, someone will die." Aboriginal Affairs eventually sent 24 modular homes to Ottawa-Piscot. They also sent a third-party manager to oversee spending. But this was met with backlash from members of the community, including Theresa herself, who said that they could handle their finances themselves. Eventually, the band sued the department for taking control of their finances, and won, resulting in the third-party manager being removed by April of 2012, with the Department of Aboriginal Affairs stating that there were no financial issues. Despite this, there was still not enough housing in Ottawa-Piscot, so Theresa decided to do something unconventional. Theresa went to Ottawa and started a hunger strike on Vancouver Island, a small island in the Rideau River, not far from Parliament Hill. She then said that she wanted to speak to the Prime Minister, who at the time was Stephen Harper. She met with a number of people, from interviewers to members of Parliament. She even spoke with future Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. At this time, protests regarding the Idle No More movement were in full gear, which put pressure on Stephen Harper to finally do something. Eventually, he caved and organized a meeting with Indigenous leaders surrounding the funding of reservations, although notably, Theresa was not a member of this meeting. However, she eventually managed to get all of her demands fulfilled, including, but not limited to, a meeting between the Governor-General, Stephen Harper, and Indigenous leaders. A clear framework and plan with concrete deadlines for meeting the housing needs of Indigenous communities, and a series of reforms to the land claims systems. Although her strike was over, this would not be the end of things. Following her hunger strike, a CBC report would surface revealing horrific levels of mismanagement within the government of Ottawa-Piscot, showing that the leadership had not properly accounted for expenditure and that a vast majority of the houses that were built were uninhabitable. This resulted in a lot of criticism of Theresa from both the larger public and other Indigenous leaders. However, at the end of the day, her action kick-started the Idle No More movement, which has been the bedrock of modern change and discussion regarding Indigenous rights. And if you want to learn more about the Idle No More movement, there are links in the description. Thank you.